This is Mr. Beck Does Your Homework, AP Physics Homework 5.1, question number 2. A 2.9 kilogram block, initially at rest, is pulled to the right along a horizontal surface by a constant horizontal force of 18.5 newtons. So I've got a block, and I've got 18.5 newtons pulling in that direction. The coefficient of friction, kinetic friction, is 0.129, so my mu is 0.129. The acceleration of gravity is 9.8. Find the speed of the block after it has moved 3.69 meters. So I'm going to move this thing 3.69 meters in this direction. Now, I could do this with energy because this is my force, this is my distance. So the work done by me, the work done by the pull force, is going to be the pull force times the distance times cosine of 0, which is 1. So this is going to be 18.5 times my 3.69. But that's not the total work done. At the same time, I've got a force of friction that's pulling in the other direction. And my force of friction that's pulling in the other direction is going to be mu times my normal force. My force of friction, therefore, will be mu times the normal force is going to equal mg. So there's my mass, and there's my gravity is 9.8. So the force of friction is going to be mu of, for me, 0.129 times my mass of 2.9 times my g of 9.8. So that's my force of friction. Now my work done by friction is going to be my force of friction times my distance that I travel. But the thing is, the force of friction is to the left, the distance to the right, so this work is going to be negative. So the work done by friction is going to be this force that I calculate here times the distance, the same 3.69 meters. So that's going to be this, and that's going to be negative. Now I'm going to have some positive work from pulling it, and I'm going to have some negative work from friction. So the total work is going to be this minus this. So it's going to be the work pull minus the work done by friction is going to equal a total amount, which is going to be my change in energy, which in this case is going to equal my KE. So when you get this total amount, that total amount is going to equal 1/2 mass times velocity squared, and you are solving for velocity. So that's going to be 1/2 mv squared, and this number, so multiply by 2, divide by the mass, boom, you've got yourself a velocity.